Okay, so here we go. We are, yep, that's shared with everything. We can pretty much start at this point. So here we go. Just wait for this widget. Yeah, okay, there you go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're gonna do one more shot at Zendikar Rising Draft. Pretty much I've gotten more success there than from Kaladesh Remastered. It's gonna go away in the 18th, so I'm still thinking if I want to do one last try or not. We'll see about that, but that one's definitely not gonna be on stream. This one, however, it's gonna be on stream right now. You're watching it, and I'm gonna start it right now, and I'm gonna talk about why it took me so long to start this one. Simply put, there was a meeting. There was an emergency meeting. Well, not exactly an emergency meeting. It was more like an additional meeting because typical. There's going to be end of the year events. So I had to attend one just to chime in, listen to the details of what's going to happen for the actual event. That one, it started at, well, it was supposed to start at 8, but you know how these meetings go, so kind of bled over a bit, but otherwise it's fine. And I'm actually thinking it might be an advantage if I start later because it affects the timeline. That said, okay. Kicker. If I want to go blue-black, it's definitely rogues. Okay, Law Mage's Domination definitely wants me to go rogues. There's only one rogue card here. I guess I can try to... I guess I can kind of try to take on rogues. Alternately, I could just take Colony Ambush as removal, then we can go on big stuff. You know what? Let's see if we can try rogues. Because we're literally passing one rogue. And a bubble snare. So we're going to go with that. We'll see if it pans out. Okay, not so much pan out because, yeah, Expedition Diviner is quite better than Expedition Skulker, though we do have a Sky Dancer. Well, I did say we want to try going into rogues. I'm going to take the Sky Dancer because we should at least prioritize the cards that bin cards in the yard. This one's good. Another Sky Dancer is kind of fine too, actually. So I'm actually hoping the Plunder comes back, or maybe Blood Priest or something. We'll see. Okay, we got Skitter Sneak as an option. We have Gloom Hunter, which is actually quite fine. We're actually drafting quite a lot of black, considering what our first pick is. Oh, Glacial Grasp is interesting. This buys us a turn. It mills 2 cards. I might prioritize the creature though. So far we're currently just flyers right now, so it's not looking too bad. So yeah, we're kind of spreading the love here a bit. I'm not even too sure if I end up running this one. And also with this setup, I should start paying attention to white. There's a very good chance I end up again in... Well, let's pay attention to red. Maybe we don't end up in party again. Well, got another Gloom Hunter. Got Oblivion's Hunger. There's a Seafloor Stalker. I have to at least start taking a blue card. Also, the Constrictor, it does mess with +1/+1 counters. It's more of a green card. This is with green-black. This is green-black. Yeah, we'll take the Seafloor Stalker. So, priority more on creatures right now. Makes me feel bad for passing the sec. Well, then again, this one's also really more for green-black because it's Kicker. I kind of want to have some interaction. I don't want to just take all the Sky Dancers. So I will take the Into the Royal. We should have at least some form of interaction. We can't just go all the way no interaction. Just go straight into... Okay, this is really more of a party card. So far, we're just all rogues, so not quite the party. We're gonna see if the Expedition Skulkers come back. Highly unlikely, but if they do come back, we're onto something. Okay, there's a Salundi Vision. I'm more willing to take that over Constrictor or anything. Yeah, we'll take the Salundi Vision. So, okay, virtual 1 land. 3 plus the number of creatures in your party. Put 3 of those cards in your hand. You know what? I'll just take Seagate Colossus. Have a safety large creature. Not. I was thinking the Plunder is good, but it's only good if you. It's only good if you lean towards one. If you lean towards having a full party, and even then you still get 3 cards. Okay, so that didn't come back. We might just take the Sentinel because it's okay early or late. There's a negate, but I don't really want to take that. Oh wow, it's all red. But that's not a bad thing. So let's take a look at the red cards here. Fisher Wizard. There's another Rogue and Sneaking Guide. I'm gonna take the Vanguard because I did say the other possibility is we go. Well, blue-black by itself does have all 4 groups. I'm trying to think if I'm missing. No, because blue has cleric, black has clerics, black has rogues, blue has rogues. Oh, Racial Grass came back. Black has a few warriors. Blue has wizards. Black. Okay, so warriors is the odd one out, but then again, that's kind of what see. Okay, so we're not too bad, but we need a lot of help. So, and this is not it. I am tempted. We could just pivot away from blue, but then again, we get cards like Zulaport Duelist. I'm definitely gonna take that one. There's another Sky Dancer again, but do I want to take the third Sky Dancer or the first duel? The Duelist is actually a very good combat trick. So I actually want to have at least one. Okay, Skitter Sneak. Yeah, this one rewards. This one's also another reward card. I definitely want to take this one. I could also just take the Kargan Intimidator because I don't have a single copy of it yet, and I could always use another one. Yeah, I think I can just take one rare. Ooh, there's also a Linvala Shield, but we got better options like Pelaka Predation is okay as a dual. We have Feed the Swarm as extra removal. Actually, we have 0 removal right now, so I'm gonna actually take the Feed the Swarm first. Zoff Consumption, not exactly removal. Yeah, this is not panning out as. Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize the Zoff Consumption first. So we have Salundi Vision Soft Consumption, so we technically have 2 lands in our deck right now. I probably can put those on the side. It looks like Rogues is very popular, so we might have to start pivoting into another group. Like, what are blue cards? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I probably should have taken the third Sky Dancer if I was gonna. Because we have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 blue cards. We need to have a lot of good picks if we're gonna pivot out of this. Okay. Because I can. Well, technically 6, but this functions as a land. I want to see if I can fit these in. Oh wait! Wow, River Guide Pathway. Could this be too late to pivot? Oh no, this is blue-red. It's tempting. This is me going off the rails, but right now it looks like we could stand a shot here. So I'm gonna Hellhound, Brushfire Elemental's now no go here. Battle Fort's a no go. Scavenge Blade's an extra. I would rather actually have the Rubble Fort. No, let's take the Scavenge Blade. So I'm gonna assume the worst. That we're gonna get absolutely nothing here, then we're kind of all over the place. Let's take the Shell Shield. So we have to decide what we're gonna end up cutting. I don't really like cutting our black cards. But we might have to. Oh, wait, and the skitter sneak comes back. So I have to make multiple decisions. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put everything on board. Just give me as many options as possible. Let's take an... Hagra Constrictor might be fine. I already have one spare supplies. I definitely don't want a second one. So we're gonna use the third pack to decide where we end up in. Ravager's Mace actually might fit if we end up black-red. Also, another trick we can do is... Well, our removal's coming in from red, so that might be a thing. So we're probably... So I feel bad passing that initial red rare, but... okay, this doesn't pan out. However, Thundering Rebuke is good. I'm definitely going to take that. Oh, there's a Deadly Alliance too, but I'm going to take the Rebuke first. We're going to go off the rails here. So we need to decide if we're blue-red or black-red. Like, we got Deadly Alliance, so that's another key removal I'm willing to take. We got Expedition Skulker. Scorch Rider's fine. Okay, I think we can go black-red. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut our blue cards for now. Because so much for our first pick, but then again, it's not too bad, all things considered. We have options now. So Subtle Strike's another removal, but we do need to start getting better creatures. So Skitter Sneak is a good one. Shatterskull Minotaur is okay. Bug Catcher gives us an early play. We have how many early drops? Actually, we're kind of sold on early. We have very little late game power. I'm going to take the Skitter Sneak. So Ravager's Mace is gonna make it. I'm gonna cut the Scavenge Blade instead. So we end up cutting a lot of blue cards, but that's how it works. You're gonna have to make decisions. So we were hovering over black-blue, then blue, possible blue-red, then we kind of settled to black-red. That said, this is literally a motley crew of creatures, so we're kind of leaning on removal here. So what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of removal. So we want to be on the lookout for either more Sky Dancers. I think one Skulker is fine, but we do want to have more Sky Dancers. We basically want to hit our Skitter Sneaks. We want them to be live. So we're essentially black-red rogues ish. Like, we got a little extra support. We have a single wizard that we're not really counting on that. Though Electroman... Oh wow, we are getting the removal we want. I definitely would... Yeah, we're gonna take another Deadly Alliance. We should at least... 2 copies is fine. Drana Silence... Oh wow, okay. Now I need to decide. Drana Silencer... No, we need to have more early. I think 4 Sky Dancers, 2 Skitter Sneak should be fine. We can just dance the night away, so to speak. There's a... Rebel Fort's a weird one, but I'm gonna have it as an option. There's a... Okay, Blood Price. We'll have another Molten Blast. Okay, we should have enough removal now. Little Form Blight, Dreadworm, Blood Price. Wait. Huh? Yeah, let's fill out our uncommons. Spitfire. Oh, Scorch Rider. Then another Skyclave Plunder, because why not? There's a Mind Drain and a Cleansing Wildfire. I'm definitely taking the Mind Drain here. So we have so we are going to have multiple up. And another Scavenge Blade. So we actually did settle on reasonable, but it's not gonna blow us away. What?
Sorry. It's only for...
Okay, so we need to... Okay, Zoff consumption can come in. We still need to make We still need to make one actual cut. In fact, I'm probably not going to cut lands at this point because... Okay, 16 and 9, so we can probably... Okay, what are our low underperforming creatures? We don't exactly need a full party, so... We can drop the Ardent Electromancer, that's an underperformer. Then as far as spells go... Spare Supplies is fine, it's technically 2 cards over time. I could also just cut the Skyclave Sentinel. In fact, it... Wait, but I do... Also, we need to check the land balance. This doesn't feel right. Actually, my mouse feels a bit heavy too. Yeah, 14 and 8. I think we can get away 10... We can get away 10-7. Nah. We're technically 10-8, so we'll go with this. We are kind of leaning on this one, so we just only want one Artifact or Ravager's Mace. I think I want to cut the Sentinel then. So we could sneak in the Electromancer because with the right 2 drops, air quotes, right 2 drops, we might be able to get some good drops. Nah, who am I kidding? Let's just cut the Electromancer. Yeah, that's awfully slow today. I have no idea how to name these decks at this point. How do I feel about this one? It's fine, I guess. Yeah, apply styles because we can. So I'm not sure if we're going to do really well here, but we're gonna give this one a go. Okay, so but in seriousness, how do I feel about this? We pretty much have to conserve our removal, so to speak. We have to, because we don't exactly have a very good catch-up mechanism except for our removal. We don't have very big creatures. We're really relying on synergy. So that's we might not exactly, well, and we're starting out with, you know what? This is keepable. We don't need the second black for a while. If our opponent... We're gonna force our opponent to have the answer. No, they don't. So, in the worst case, we still have a 2-3. Black Blue Rogue has Menace. Okay, we did hit our... Cowards can't block warriors. I can just spend 1. Target creature becomes a coward. Then, you know what? Just pump this one. Force our opponent to have the answer. Then we're just gonna load the board. Because the Skitter Sneak's only gonna be a 3-4. We might as well force our opponent to start pushing out stuff, or push out the removal. Like, let's say they have their Deadly Alliance. Cunning Geyser Mage. Yep, that's it. That was fast. So I was actually scared our opponent would have removal of some sort. Like, A single cell strike would have really wrecked us, but we got there. And that was a very sketchy keep to, I might add. So we got the win. Did we deserve the win? Who dares wins? Let's just leave it at that. Speaking of winning, at least in back in constructed, I ended up settling, like I ended up figuring I probably should end up at least having a control deck, something to try. So I ended up I'm getting a control deck from Famicor. It was a very good one. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping this hand. It's just some simple Dimir control. It sometimes gets overrun if your opponent. It will occasionally get overrun if your opponent has a really fast start, but there is enough removal. There is enough control elements. Okay. So if our opponent plays a creature, I will play Blood Priest. I take it, because if I take it back. Creature's not big enough. Okay, there we go. So next turn we can flash in Sky Dancer. Let's see if I end up regretting this. If our opponent just... Because see... Then again, it looks like our opponent needed the black mana, so they did lead on that one. So next turn I could flash in Sky... Opponent flashes in Sky Dancer. Problem is I have too many lands at this point, so I'm probably gonna mill 2 good cards. Ugh. Those are 2 good cards. Opponent's playing Esper color, so this would be interesting. I probably just take the hit. I just want to keep options open. I'm more concerned that our opponent's also trying to keep options open too. I do know the Essence scatters in Ikoria, so it's probably just removal I'm worried about. Okay, at least tit for tat, we also took out a very critical creature off our opponent. Let's see if they have... So we're gonna see if our opponent actually has another Sky Dancer. Soaring Taut Teeth. Yeah, this one's kind of worth offing. Opponent might end up with a big creature, so, well, if our opponent ends up having a big creature like Shepherd of Heroes again, I probably feel bad about it. Okay, opponent going for the big hits. Okay, just pump. So we actually have multiple options here. So we can play the Blood Priest first, just have some board presence. Okay, some high CPU usage detected, that might be an issue. So we're gonna see if we can land a Ghastly Gloom Hunter. So I'm gonna offer the trade Sky Dancer for Sky Dancer because okay, that's nice. So even if our opponent pumps, let's see, creatures you control, so not a good idea to block on the ground. Okay, opponent not pumping though, so it looks like they have something up their sleeve. Oh, and also at 6 mana, Hagra Constrict. Well, that's not good. We are I'm gonna see if I can convince our opponent to trade. No trade. Oh, it's 6 to... Oh yeah, it's 6. So our opponent's forced to have an answer for this, but we might still have a good presence at that. Okay, looks like our opponent does have... It's reasonable. And at least we take our... So next turn we get to... Okay, kind of racing a bit. It's really these other 2 cards that are concerning. Skyclave Sentinel... Yeah, we're flooding on lands right now. Oh, we're really flooding on lands. I might just have to take the next hit like a good boy. Oh, okay. Yep, we're gonna have to take that hit. So that's it. Yeah, our lack of wow, we got flooded to death. Should I cut lands? It's tempting to cut one land right now. Like I could cut a land, just put another creature in, even if it's just yeah, I'm tempted to cut a land right now. We do have the spare supplies as a way to draw cards out. Okay, let's cut one land. Nice thing is everything is just single black mana. So we definitely want to put another creature in. Basically, we want to keep as many bodies on the board as possible. So we'll put the Ardent Electromancer in. Whew. But then again, yeah, that was... Yeah, we needed to hit our removal. We needed to hit anything that was not a land. That was the disappointing part. The 1-for-1 cut, it's kind of fine. Like most of our cards essentially don't cost that much if all things considered. Maybe I pulled the... No, because the thing that killed us there was really an artifact. It was really the Maul of the Skyclaves. That was what killed us. Okay, so I'll keep this one. We have something at 3 and we have something at 4. And again, we don't really need double black until so much later. So yeah. In fact, if our opponent doesn't play anything that we must kill with Thundering Rebuke, I can spare supplies. Skyclave Squid. That's fine. Yeah, we'll spare supplies now. Next turn we can skit or sneak if just on defense, I guess. So my concern is if our opponent has something like an Umara Mystic, that could wreck us all day. Let's see, is that... Like if Skyclave Sentinel. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Okay, yeah, that's bad. So maybe we can get the block, or maybe it eats a burn spell, which is kind of slightly okay. Okay, gets rid of that Hellion, which is good. And the Sky Dancer is a good block on the Squid because we're never getting past Sentinel. Cascade Seer. Scry 1. So we can play Skitter Sneak, which does answer the Cascade Seer. Yeah, there's a bit of a slowdown. It looks like, yeah, high CPU usage detected. Okay, meanwhile, what's our opponent up? Hold on, I probably should be watching. Yeah, it's a little bit disconcerting. Basically, watching the stream, watching the delay, and watching the actual game, but yeah, it's fine. Opponent is deep in the tank right now, so that's kind of kept up. Opponent plays Relic Amulet. Okay, he's gonna start trying to remove things. So what I can do is... Ardent Electromancer, Thundering Rebuke. Kargan Intimidator, it doesn't look like a good shot anymore. On the other hand, this adds 2 mana. You know, I'm gonna like if our opponent wants to trade a well, it's actually gonna be double trade, so I'm gonna take out the Cascades here. This doesn't have menace. Yeah, I probably should have used the Thundering Rebuke. Our opponent will need to have a way to add counters, but we can kind of wait on that. Also note that Kargan Intimidator is only good for itself and the 2 other warriors I have. It's not great. This guy Kid Squid again. Kid Squid. Goma Fada Vanguard. Oh, that's actually good. I'm gonna take out. Yeah, my concern is if our opponent can actually charge this. I want to not play Kargan Intimidator until I can at least pump it a bit. I'm gonna offer the trade again, though. Okay, it's actually looking bad, though. Our opponent has extra cards because they haven't been drawing all these lands. Yeah, I think I might be getting sloppy right now. Though our opponent is 2 cards away from hitting the Magic 8. So... Stonework Pack Beast, that gets him 1 counter. And when this attacks with power less than or equal to... Okay, so... by attacking... that one can't block unless he can find a way to pump its power. I'm knocking on wood here because I'm really... I'm literally living off the top of my deck. That's like I got like 8 lands out of. So, into the royal. Okay, so yeah, he can block now. But there is the threat of this one again. Yeah, that was a good into the royal. Opponent's actually doing very well for being stuck at 4 mana. Ardent Electromancer. So X equals 3 has 1 mana floating. Oh, the lands. Oh, opponent actually took it. Opponent could have blocked with Electromancer. I think, yeah, opponent's aiming to just snipe it with Relic Amulet. Opponent hits 5 mana now, but yeah, us drawing so many lands kinda ruined it for us. Now, opponent will need to have 2 charge counters. Because we probably can hold. And this is like what? This turn, so I can't full pump it all the way, but it will take a decisive effort from our opponent to, well, it's blue-red. They should not have a problem with it. Hit 6 mana. Yeah, the problem is we really ran out of cards here. Where's all our removal? Like, we only hit 1 piece of removal. I guess we got like about 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, the odds are not looking so great. It look like we got only about 4 more. Well, Mage's Domination. That was the card I wanted to run. Unbelievable. And we're flooding again. Well, so that's basically the problem when everything we have gets... Well, all to be fair, we also kind of made a few bad trades, but I don't think we could have waited. Could we have waited? Like, another thing we could have done is we could have just taken out the Skyclave on top and just tried to rely on taking out our opponent off the top. But yeah, we're not exactly doing... Well, we ended up pivoting way too many times, so we kind of... On one hand, we got some good rares, so there's that. And I don't think we got enough blue to make it work. We don't have enough... yeah, most of our cards are in black, so... Yeah, we just... Basically, it's that's how the game goes. It's either you have the right answer or you get answered really badly. It is what it is. So I cannot keep this one because we're only place spare supplies. No. Oh wow, this is worse. I think the game just wants us to lose right now. Okay, so... Yeah, if we don't draw another land, this is... Okay, we drew another land, so... The spare supplies is actually paying off this time. But now we need to hit a red source. Yeah, our color balance is a little bit off. If I could have... Unfortunately, because of... Oh, okay. I'm actually going to lead on this one. Does our plan actually... Yeah, Juari Disruption. That one's a fine counter. Because spare supplies at least gets us more cards. So I'm going to lead on Sky Dancer. Well... Wow, this is yet another rogue deck. If our opponent... Oh, wait, no, it's... So I kind of want to play spare supplies if we don't draw another land. Okay, we didn't draw another land. Okay, we're going to play spare supplies. Knock on wood. Come on, give us a land. Okay, we got the land. This has Menace, so we're not going to block this natively. We might be better off just bolting this. I'm gonna swing, see if our opponent is willing to take the... Okay, he's just willing to hit damage. So, what's this? Whenever you cast, you may draw a discard. That's gonna give us our opponent's selection over time, but... I can't afford to let this one... We don't have that many answers for... I'm gonna have to risk it. We don't have that many answers for Menace. And... yeah, it looks like our opponent's just playing soul type cards. That's kind... okay, so but they have to... and they're also having to play cards... looks like our opponent's having land problems also. Not able to get the massive kick. So we need to decide. We probably just want to unload Skulker Intimidator. Okay, opponent discarding Royal Mage. Yeah, so this looks like a primary Wizard's plus. Okay, now we're hitting lands, which scares me a bit. Another thing I could have done is just play Kargan Intimidator to have the extra, but you know what? I'm gonna leave this as is. We're going to crack... we need to crack these supplies. Opponent might be playing another wizard out of time. Oh wait, undo. If our opponent attacks with both, I will block with Skulker. Because if it entices our opponent to play something bigger. Malakir Rebirth. So our opponent gets it back, but, well, that's fine. Slightly fine. Okay, opponent discarding Bubble Snare. We don't have a 1-mana removal, so... yeah, I'm just gonna draw the card afterwards. Field Research draws 2 cards. You know what? Let's draw a card first. Sky Dancer. Oh, Sky Dancer again. That actually would help us. So we can play Intimidator first. Yes. So this gives us choices between having to kill something and, like, our opponent's already stacked on mana now, so okay, they do have big stuff, so I'm actually gonna block the Geyser Mage because we are in a damage race right now. Vine Gecko. Okay, that's Deadly Alliance. Yeah, sure. So I have to decide if I want to take out the Vine Gecko because this one will grow, or if I want to take out the Wind Rider. So let's force our opponent to actually have something. Yeah, this one Gloom Hunter. I kind of wish I had the second one now. Actually, I kind of wish I had more black cards so I wouldn't have to worry about the balance. Bubble Snare. So we're gonna take a big hit first. Yeah, I probably should have taken this out. Even Skydiver. So yeah, big hits. We need more creatures now. Unfortunately, I have to hold this back. So I need to hit another creature and a removal spell and hope our opponent did not hit. Yeah, I'm forced to block. How many of these have we played already? This is our... We have one more, actually. No, it's going to be bad if it turn... Well, if our opponent had removal anyway, it wouldn't matter. At least we're taking out their other cards, so we've answered that. So, let's do a stock on our removal. We have one Deadly Alliance. Okay, the Territorial Skycat's gonna be... No? Oh wow, it's gonna be an issue. So we need to hit a creature, or we just got wiped on this event. Wow. Yeah. Oh wow, and there's a Kazandu Stomper, which... Okay, we need to answer both. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead at this point. Opponent having the opportune bubble snare. Yeah, Skitter sneaks very low. Yeah, and what does our opponent have in hand? What's this in their opponent's hands? Features. Yeah, good game. So they can reduce you can reduce the power, so I can't even take out the Stomper. Well, this one did not pan out so well. That's I guess what I get. That's what I get for playing this one really late. Maybe I should have taken the day off. Who knows? But I was kind of all over the place in the draft, so that would explain why I didn't do so well. Yeah, not so hot this time, but we did get a few of the rares we wanted, so I can't complain too much. That's at least the alternate plan we're doing. No, that's not the rare I wanted, but I'll take it, I guess. Anyway, that's it for this very sad episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, I hope to see you guys again next time. We'll be seeing traditional Q. I'll probably... You know what? I think I will do one more draft of Kaladesh Remastered because I'm a sucker for punishment, I guess. And we'll see you again in the next future event. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Actually, have a great year, everyone.